So we just had a massive session. Yeah, I was just practicing some markups and stuff like that. And then after that, I really said I wasn't gonna do a video today, but I'm like, yo, my strategy is just connecting on so many levels right now. And I just said, hey, I was gonna show you 4 markups today that I did, and it all worked out. you know so as I said, guys, you need to practice with real actual accounts. The demo kicks you out. The demo gives you the trades, like they just give you the trades like 90% wins, and the real platform is not like that. So if you want to practice your strategy or try to perfect entries, I suggest you build a small account. Try to build a small account, and if the account is building, that the strategy is working. Now we're up. We started with $60. We're up $18 right now. So we really we we are here. We're here, just doing what we gotta do. But now let me just show you what I did. So I think I hit this trade around 2 or 3 times. So what I did was exactly, she's right here. I think I hit this trade about 2 or 3 times, just basically marking up, support and resistance trends in the, up market. So what I did was I basically just, get my zones up. So this was an uptrend. I think it started from here, and I was just, marking, come all the way across. It came to this point, and I realized that it was way above the 200 EMA. So what I did was I watched it, and I was waiting for the pullback. It came down here, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna see if it's an uptrend. So what I did was it gave me the pullback. It didn't come back how I wanted, so I was just watching it. When I see that it passed back this peak now, I was like, I'm not gonna mess with it at all. I'm gonna watch it. So I passed it, created a new higher high up here, and I was like, yep, this is definitely a continuous uptrend. So what I did was I waited for this pullback, to this the previous zone, which as you guys can see, I marked it from all the way over here. It pulled back to this previous zone, and if you guys can see, we were in that oversold state, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna ride it all the way up. Boop, that's my first entry. 3 minutes, came back down to this same zone, like it created a new higher high after doing that. As I said, guys, this is how I marked the trend. Like it came to this new higher high, and I was like, yo, damn, this is a continuous uptrend. It came down, it gave me a little brush back, and I watched it. It came back to this same zone, and I realized that it didn't hit the 200 EMA, and I'm like, yep, still an uptrend, and I hit it again. So that was like my second or third entry on this trade, and I was watching Euro NZD for like 10 minutes straight, and then I see it came back down again. It came up here, didn't give me a higher high, so I'm like, alright, it's finished. I continued to watch it. Came back down to this zone, did not cross. If you look, it's still at that oversold state, and I was like, alright, and this was my last time taking it. So I know that the trend is ending now because it hasn't passed its previous high, but I just had to hit it again. Once I saw it give me those 3 green candles in a row, I'm like, I'm in there. So I'm just showing you guys just to mark up how far I actually mark my charts from. You guys can see, the uptrend started here, ended here. The pullback strategy started again. Previous higher high, passed it, come back down to the previous high, all the way up again, past this previous high right here. Came back down to that same zone that I marked straight across, and I just hit those entries like bam, 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 right then and there. Now I moved over to this one now. I took this trade one time. I realized this was a strong uptrend, so I was waiting on the pullback. So I'm like, I've been waiting on the pullback, but I realized, like, if I zoom in, you realize like it's not touching that 6. I normally wait for it to touch that 6 line right there, because that's my lower band on the stochastic, my 6. And I didn't like this trade. I didn't get in there. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't get in there because you realize I was waiting for it to touch the 6. It didn't, and then I was waiting for it to come down in this zone because I was looking for support areas. I was really looking for support areas, and I saw it wick 3 times down here, and there wasn't really much of a convincing support right here, right where it stopped, so I didn't take this trade. However, as you can see, it was still in that zone. It came down and shoot up. If you guys wanted to take that, that's fine. I wouldn't take this trade though. And as you can see, guys, it's still in this zone right here. It hit that 6 right here. Still playing with us, but I think it's gonna shoot the other way up. But I'm not gonna take any more trades. As I said, I hit my goal, so I'm out of here. And then this one was a master class right here. I was sitting here for about probably 30-45 minutes, and I was just watching this downtrend. Like, I know after it shoot across the 200 EMA into the downtrend, it gave us a pullback. This was the first pullback. When I saw it came down and passed this previous low, I know that it's a trend, right? So I was expecting this pullback, because if you realize, it didn't come on up the top of the Keltner channel, so I was expecting this pullback. So I'm like, alright, it's gonna pull back to this previous zone. And I know, sir, once I get the zigzag right here, I took this trade actually, and I see it's in this zone, because as you can see, this is where the previous low was. And I know that this pullback came up to this zone. I know that it's just a matter of time. So I took this trade and it came down. You know, this trend looked like it hasn't ended as yet. We're waiting for it to surpass and pull back to this zone. But you know, guys, just giving you an idea of how I take these trades. So this was my third example. This was my fourth one now, Alibaba. This one was pitch perfect for me. Like, this one was pitch perfect. Like, what I did was I was watching this trend, and look how far I marked up this from. Like, you can see I have my support zones right here. It's above the 200 EMA. Touched the 200, came back up, touched the 200. So this was kind of like a consolidation period. But you see, once it passed this line right here, sorry guys, I knew that, like, it's all go, it's an uptrend. So it came back here. I was waiting for this pullback. But then this was just one indication, because if you realize, look at this pullback, there was nothing too convincing on the 200 EMA, I mean on the stochastic oscillator. So I could have taken this trade on one, but I didn't. So I didn't, you know. Yeah. So after that, that's fine. It's fine. So, you know, I actually took this trade back down here, right? And I was like, it's not playing the pullback. You know, you could have taken this trade on one. You know, you got in right here where the stochastic cross. You could have won, you know, but I wouldn't have taken that trade. I waited because I realized that it's not playing the pullback. It's playing the 200 EMA game. So that's the next thing that you gotta read the market. So you realize 200 EMA bounce back. I realized that every time it touched the 200 EMA, it's a go, you know. And I have my zone where I started watching it from. I saw it came back to this zone, and it gave me those strong candles without any back wicks. These are what I call back wicks. We can't go back and forth. Once it gave me this candle without any back wick, and then this candle, I know that for sure that it's a go. You understand? That means that's a strong upward momentum. And plus, if you look at the stochastic right here, it crossed and continue going up. So I did take this trade, and this was my last trade, and I was like, you know what, I should have recorded all of this session, but I was like, nah, because I realized when I'm recording these sessions, I tend to lose focus, and I try to get these trades in pretty quickly, and I'm not that type of trader. So I said, all right, I'll just do my markups. When I win, you know, I'll just come on here and teach you guys, to show you guys what I look for. My strategy does work. So this ain't one of them YouTubers that I'm giving you all the smoke. You understand? So that's gonna be it for me, guys. Peace out.